Well, how are you guys doing today? Are you guys getting ready for the Super Bowl? Are you like all these 49er fans who have come out the woodwork after their team was losing for like God knows how many years? There's a God in heaven. Please let the 49ers lose. Please, for the love of God, let them lose. But let's just get on to more serious things. You probably know me from my series on how I talked about how to pay off your car in 36 months without getting paid, giving up Starbucks, or being cheap. Or you've been looking at my series. I can see a lot of you have been looking at my 2014 series on how I paid off my car loan in 17 months. And if you're going back that far, why don't you take a look at some of my information I used on the student loan, how I reduced the student loan down from 93,000 to now it'll be $33,789 as of February 10th. Take some of those tips I used, like how I talked about if you have to use the gas rewards, if you're going to go shopping, why don't you go shopping at a place where you can get the gas rewards and then use those rewards to pay for gas, because all of a sudden the gas has dropped. So that's kind of like now I know I talk to you about when the gas prices rise, I tell you it's bad news for the economy. When it rises too high, now it's about $3.09. So now it's going to be pretty bad. That means the economy is slowing down. I know one day I'll go into the dynamics of that stuff. But today I just want to talk to you a little bit about, I just got back from the gym. And my goal for my 20 words of resolution is I'm trying to lose 20 to 30 pounds. But I realize if I keep lifting weights and adding 5 to 10 pounds, then that kind of like is a reverse kind of thing. So my new strategy has been to reduce like the belly fat. So if I can reduce the amount of fat in my belly, then if I do a lot of cardio and weightlifting, then the gut will go down. So that's my objective. And you're saying, oh, we already did that, and who cares about it? My goal is at 52 is to see if I can get as good as shape I was in when I was in like the 30s and stuff. Because, you say you like, of course, what happened to me is like, could you imagine, like, I woke up one day and I went to the restroom, everything was fine. Then after a few minutes, like I had like the pain, like it was a pain, like a bad pain in the area you don't want it to be pain. I mean, it just floored me, and I was like, what the hell, man? And it just happened. What made it worse, I just paid $3,550 for my first class ticket to go to Miami for a business trip. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way I could be getting sick. And I remember all that day, I went to I got those urinal tract things to test if you have any infections. So I went to tried to take something. Oh, it just was like painful. I was in the emergency room like that day, urgent care. Then about the same. Then the next day, I went back. Ended up probably in urgent care about a week later. It was like still hurting. I was like, God, it's not going away. This medicine is not giving me. Is not helping. I got a business trip, and I got to sit on a plane for like 4 hours, and I don't want to have to try to be going back and forth to the restroom. I need a cure. And I got one little cure. It's like gave me something for an infection or something. And could you imagine, like, I was like flying on one of the 777 from American Airlines from Texas to Miami, and like I was just sitting there. It was like in total pain. Do you know what it's like to just be in pain, especially in that dick part? Oh, it's like, fuck, man. What I had, it was like, what did I do? Who did I screw? It's like that should have been my motto. What did I do, and who did I screw? And I was just hurting. And I remember I was like, I had to come home. And then what made it bad was you had to sit in the seats. And when you sit in the seats, people were always passing by. So I always had to shift over. So I was like, oh. And what I had to do was before each intermission, I had to make sure I got to the restroom before anyone else. So I would be like 5 or 10 minutes early to the restroom before the speaker stopped. It was crazy. And I had to do that for 3 days. And I was like, then on top of it, the Rams lost the Super Bowl. Oh, it's just painful. And then I got to get back on the plane to fly back from Miami to Ontario Airport. I was like dying for that plane. Every time you went to the restroom, a couple of seconds after, I get like a sharp pain, and it would not go away. And then I was like that for a whole year. I said, okay, I got to finally get down. I think I got up to about 212. I said, I got to lose weight. I don't know what's causing it, but maybe if I lose weight, that'll help me. So that's what my resolution was like for 2020. And then finally I said, okay, started like, do you know what it's like to have to give up? For me, the Super Bowl ended about 10 years ago. The Super Bowl party stuff, I'll be 52. It's over because there's no way I could eat the alcohol, drink the food, and still go to Vegas every couple of times a year. It was impossible. I'd never lose weight. So right now I'm sitting in a parking lot somewhere, see? And I'm getting ready to go to the bookstore. So my Super Bowl party is I'll be at the bookstore from 1 to 3. But it's like 2019 was a painful year, man. It's like I have never been so much pain in my life. So I said, okay, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's worth trying to get in shape? I'm like, they're drugs. These drugs, there's no drug. I can't believe it. The only thing that's changed between when I was 20 to where now is like everything's Amazon. That's about it. Everything's the same. I don't see any drugs, cancer drugs that help. I don't see any robots I can put my consciousness in. I see no flying cars. Where's those virtual reality things I could supposed to be put on and linked to some girl where we can make up without getting caught and stuff? None of that exists. You know, the only thing that exists is a bunch of warehouses. That's all. Come to San Bernardino, Chino, Redlands. Oh, you see a warehouse. It's like, I worked in a warehouse that's 20 years old. That's the only change. Everyone's working in a warehouse. That's what I did when I was younger. Come on, man. So I've been like having to like cut back on my diet. So like now I have like, instead of eating French fries, I'm eating peas. You know, it's so hard to give a black man to give up fried food, man. Oh, yesterday I baked some chicken, had the baked Lay's, potato chip things, and then I'll go home. I'm going to eat the grass-fed beef, and I'll probably eat some chicken for dinner. So today is just my rant on how to tell you if you can help follow me. Right now I'm at about 208. Let's see if I can at least reduce my fat by 10 to 15% within the next 3 months. Today I just did like the body combat and body pump. Oh, it's painful today, man. These girls are good, man. I used to do the Billy Banks stuff. These girls like go, and then like you get distracted. Some of them look so good. You're like, man, I gotta try to keep up, man. So I was hurting today. Then I stayed for the body pump class. You lift the weight and stuff. I'm hurting right now, man. I got my water. Water I drink now is Essentia. But today I'm just want you to like, you're thinking, Martin, I don't want to hear anything about staying in shape, man. You know, staying in shape is like making money. Sometimes you just got to do it even though you don't want to do it. Because, like I told you, there are no cures out there. There's nothing. And then you need your insurance company. And don't let me get started about these companies. You got to stay in shape so your money can help you when something like this happened to me. Like I was in I was in urgent care for like the past 12 months. Till finally, you know what it was causing all this problem? A bad hemorrhoid infection. Somehow, some way, I got hemorrhoids. So like, man, I even got a little shit. I wasn't even push something up in that thing, and I'm hurting and stuff. And that was causing all the stuff. It's crazy. So, have you guys had hemorrhoids? If you had hemorrhoids, comment and like. Tell me, man. I'm curious. I was like, should I do surgery or what? I'm trying to let down the window. Should I do surgery or what should I do? Finally, I found some stuff that'll help, and like now I'm much better, you know. But I said, okay, so 2020, man, I got at least reduced the amount of fat I have in my diet. No more Mickeys, no more Long Islands. Super Bowl's dead, man. He's like, they might as well play without me, because yeah, win or lose, good enough. But it's like, party? What is there? Is there peas and fruit? Is a bunch of me and a bunch of animals grazing on grass? But I want you guys to comment and subscribe and share. As you hit this Super Bowl, who's staying in shape like me? And it's like, then we'll talk about some of the things you think, oh, Martin, I have to work and I don't have time to stay in shape. And I do the same thing, man. I work from 6 to about 4, and then I'm in the gym from about an hour Monday, or hour Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are the days I try to get to the gym, because my goal is stuff I can try to like reduce some of the fat. Just want to keep from getting sick, because the medicine that is like, who knows what kind of medicine's out there now. like the doc, and then like it's just the rant for today is my Super Bowl life is over, and now I've got to work on staying in shape. But I want you guys to say, hey, do you believe you can stay in shape even if you miss your resolutions? What are you doing? What are you doing to get back on there? Look at me. For me, I got rid of the French fries for a week, and I only ate mixed vegetables to try to get me back on my diet after I was eating cheesecake for a couple of days. And then I got rid of all the pastries in the house, and I finally bought a chocolate cake where I eat a piece after I work out. So today is just, I want you to think, hey, do you have what it takes to stay in shape in 2020? Do you want to lose weight with me? And then we'll talk about some of the beliefs like time, family. My wife cooks great food and I can't stay in shape. Well, I used to have a girlfriend that did that for me, but you got to tell her, hey, honey, I don't want to die of a heart attack and leave a bunch of insurance money with you, because, boy, if I get sick before then and then I exhaust all the money that we have, then you won't have anything. So it's better to keep me in shape. It's in your best interest. So try that. But today is just, hate the Niners. If there's a God at heaven, let's see if the Kansas City Chiefs win. It doesn't matter. It should be a good game. And now we're talking about how to stay in shape at 52. And the first belief we want to work on is time.